You deserve the best. That's why we want to introduce you to one of Denver's top med spas, Elixir Aesthetics. They're here to help you achieve your aesthetic goals. And we sat down with Ciara Brown to share her moving story and to help you find the right treatments for you.
Elixir Aesthetics is a one-stop shop to feel good on the inside and out. So great. What services do you guys offer?
Thanks for having me. So we have a lot of services, like you said, from the inside and out. So we have hormone replacement therapy, wellness injections, weight loss. We also do the Virtue RF facelift, Botox, fillers, and body contouring, as well as hydrofacials.
My goodness, so you guys do it all, which is so fantastic. Then you just mentioned Virtue RF. Elixir Aesthetics is actually one of the clinics in the state to offer this treatment. Why is this better for us?
So there's a few things. One thing that I like to explain is we call the Virtue RF facelift because if you get a series of them, usually we think 3 is a good number, and then after that it's just kind of maintenance, but it creates like facelift-like results, tightening the skin and lifting it, as well as inducing collagen production, improving the skin textures. So you can imagine that if you just get one treatment, like every 6 to 12 months, that it has pretty comparable results to Botox. But the thing that's nice about it for me, I transferred over to it from Botox because of the fact that I like that it lasts longer, and it's my own body inducing collagen and improving skin elasticity and elastin, and doing that whole process. So it's natural, it lasts longer, and if you do it in a series of treatments, it's comparable to a facelift. Facelift's like $7,500. This is like $2,000.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. Okay. So that's something that we can definitely, take into consideration when we're looking at something like this. Now, your clinic even offers this treatment, like you said, kind of at a discounted price. What areas can we treat?
So you can treat an array of areas. The most popular areas that we have people treating is, so when you pay, you get your full face done. That's another thing that's really nice that people like is with Botox and stuff, you pay for like each specific area. For this, you get your entire face done. Some people get their neck and décolleté done. And basically, it's just going to tighten that skin and improve the skin texture. Some people even get it on their hands because they say the signs of aging you can't get rid of are on your hands no matter what you do. So some people get their face and hands. We can really pretty much do it anywhere. We also have a patient that's getting it on their abdomen for their stretch marks after having a baby. So you can pretty much get it everywhere, but the most common place is for the face.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a time machine. So fantastic. So you also mentioned hormone replacement therapy. This is a great way to not only use for kind of those older adults who might be seeing wrinkles, stuff like that, but it can also aid in weight loss too. What other benefits can we get from hormone replacement therapy?
So how I always like to explain it to people, so a little bit of my backstory is I have multiple sclerosis, and I went off medication and started treating my MS with hormones and vitamin D, which is how I fell like so in love with the process of helping people find their healthy weight. And some things that you really need to understand is in order to have proper immune function, your hormones should really be on par. They control an entire network within your body, telling the whole body like how to communicate and everything like that. So your immune system is affected by it no matter how hard you try, and you can't lose weight. It probably has to do with hormones. So there's so many things that hormones impact and affect.
Wow, it's amazing the story that you have that really does exemplify how this works so well. So great. So what are your patients saying about this?
So a lot of girls are saying that they were kind of afraid to go on hormones and things like that, even though they were low, just because they heard the horror stories of like acne and hair growth and muscle growth and everything like that. And they didn't want it, so they were afraid to start it. But how we explain it to them is you're treating a deficit. So you are deficient in these hormones. You're just going to correct the process. And once they did, those stubborn pounds that they couldn't get off went off like immediately. I actually had one patient that was texting me saying that she was crying because of the fact that like her belly finally looked back to normal after having a baby because her hormones were back to normal. So at first there's a little bit of hesitancy and fear just because the stigma behind hormones, but if you're treating a deficit, it does wonders. It does wonders for your energy, your immune system, weight loss, muscle growth. I mean, it's something you really need to have balanced.
Sierra, of course your clients come for the treatment, but it sounds like they keep coming back because of your amazing, well-trained staff. What's it like when we come in?
Yeah, so both of our staff are nurse practitioners. Hannah, she was an RN and just became an NP, so we're very proud of her. But also, we are the only one I know of in Denver that is actually certified in hormone replacement therapy as well as integrative medicine. They did extra schooling for that, and we have certifications. We also all have certifications in complications of Botox, fillers, and every service we have here, which is not something you need. You can definitely just have like your esthetician's license or your nurse certification, or be a nurse practitioner in order to do these, but we just went above and beyond and got the certifications to make sure that we know the ins and outs of everything we're doing, which that comfort is a really big reason why people come back.
Sierra, to wrap things up for us, you have a great cocoa offer for our viewers. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so for this month, we have 50% off for the body contouring as well as the Virtue RF service, and that is strictly for your viewers. And then we have 10% off of everything else.
Oh my goodness, such a great deal.
Stay young, be active, and live your best life. Call Elixir Aesthetics now for 10% off of Botox, fillers, and prescriptions. Plus, get 15% off of all other services. The number to call is 720-638-2178 or learn more online at elixiraestheticsclinic.com.